First of all, talk to my man Veg. You know how we give it up. Because right now it's grind season radio. And you know why I'm Royal Flush, the governor of Queens. That part.
It's the grind season show, you stupid motherfuckers.
Yo, pardon me, man. Like, I get in fan mode. Yo, Royal Flush is in the building, man. Stop playing. Hold up, I need more sound effects. Royal Flush is in the building.
That part.
The legend. Yo, thank you for coming. This is an honor, man.
Oh, that's only right. You know, you know, we friends for a minute.
Yeah, yo, and I want to say thank you, because no matter what, everywhere I see you, yo, you always show me so much love. Everywhere I see you, you show me like so much love. I'll be like, yo, that's why when I see you, I have a big smile, like, oh shit. And I always run into you.
Oh yeah, you know that.
I always run into you in Queens.
Yes.
All the time, man. But what's up, Flush? Like,
everything good, man. You know, I'm doing good, feeling good. You know?
I'm glad you're doing good. You look good.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you, man. Like,
thank you. And back to business. I'm back to business. You know what I mean?
I got so many questions. I know I'm not gonna be able to get them all out, man. But
it's all right. We can do a part 2 because you know
absolutely.
I got music about to drop, so I got to come back up here anyway.
I don't even know. Yo, I don't even know which one to start. All right, I know where I'm gonna start at. Right?
Let's do it.
You've been dropping projects since 9/7, all the way to 2023 was your last project.
Right.
And I know because I peeped it. Obviously, and my man Whispers is on it, which is fire. Shout to Whispers. That's my guy. Like, your first album came out in 9/7, right? In the middle of the summer, on Blunt Records. What made you pick that time to drop it, like in the middle of the summer? And that's when like Mace was out,
Wu-Tang,
Wu was out.
It was,
I think Wu just did that $1 million video.
Yeah.
What made you come out with it like, fuck it, I'm dropping it?
Because I think at that time, like, you know, being from Queens, we had like the Mobb Deeps. We had like the CNN, you know, and they was mostly, you know, they talk street shit where we live. Me, I wanted to just come out at that time and just have a different voice. So like I wanted to talk that street shit, but I wanted to talk boss talk. I wanted to talk about money. I wanted to talk about how you go through ups and downs, how you got family problems, how your moms might be getting beat up. I just wanted to just give you an all around picture instead of like more street shit. And that's why, you know, the first album definitely, Ghetto Millionaire, was definitely dope. It went gold, appreciate it.
Gold?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, now for y'all that's just tuning in, you know, y'all might know what gold is, what his gold is talking about. But I'm explaining to y'all because I have these debates with my son. I have a 21-year-old son. And he tells me like, oh, Little Baby got 5 platinum records. And I try to explain to him. So I'm explaining to y'all real quick. The gold that Royal Flush is talking about is someone going to the record store and purchasing 500,000 physical copies of your project. That's the goal he's talking about. He's not talking about the goal where you got
streams and all
30 million streams, and now you're talking about I'm a gold artist, and nobody went in the rain, nobody went in the snow to get your project. So let's be clear what goal we have and we talking about in this conversation.
Definitely. You know, like when I dropped my album, to see like 100 people at Tower Records around the corner, that was like unbelievable. Like you said, these people came outside to see me and buy my album and just to meet me. You know what I mean? It wasn't no Instagram pictures, wasn't no way to see me on the internet. You had to physically come see me, and I love that era.
Do you miss it?
I mean, no, I accept change. I ain't gonna hold you up. I accept change. I mean, I can say I miss it, but we can never bring it back. You know what I mean? It's never gonna go back there. Hip hop will never be back there. Where it's at now, I just like promote it. I like a lot of these new artists. I listen to it. My kids listen to it. So I just keep up with time.
How do you still get motivated though? 26 years, I've studied. 26 years later, how you still get motivated? Like, that's a long time. 26 years, that's a quarter.
It is. I guess with me, it's like I don't have to. Hip hop music doesn't pay my bills, so I never have to depend on if I'm putting out a single if my kids is gonna eat. So it's never been a struggle. You know, I just feel more to the music game. It's like the NBA. You know what I mean? Some people make it to the NBA. I'm just good at the Rucker. I'm good at Gauchos. You know what I mean? I'm good at Dykeman. You know what I mean? And I stick to it. You know what I mean? Even though I ain't in the whole shit, but I love the sport.
Like, speaking of like change, right? How do you feel about people getting their fame off social media without leaving their house versus you having to be in the field to get your fame and your respect?
I mean, that's why a lot of these young boys is killing each other. Because when they see each other, they ain't never seen each other. So they
Going.
they're going. I mean, that's crazy to me. I think, and a lot of people right now is famous off of doing something stupid on the internet and going viral. That's unbelievable. But I mean, to give the whole world an outlet to look at all this shit at an easy button, I mean, I know that comes with it. Comes with the territory.
How you got the nickname the Governor of Queens? Because that's a big name. That's like saying I'm the president of the Bronx, so I'm the mayor of Brooklyn. Like, I'm the governor of Queens.
Definitely. You know, and people gave me that title. I mean, when it comes to Queens, I'm known all around Queens. There's not a borough, there's not a pride, there's not a hood I won't go to or wear a bunch of jewelry. I mean, people just respect my handle. You know, so when a lot of things go on in Queens and other rival crews can't, you know, figure it out, that's when they call on me to kind of be the liaison, see if I can make it work. You know, people go through shit, you know what I mean? And a lot of people kill each other and don't know why they're killing each other, you know? So a lot of people will come to me and I try to figure it out, see if we can work it out, see if we can get it right.
You know what's crazy? When I saw you the last time I saw you, that's what you said to me when I was like, "What's up? What you doing here?" You said, "You know, it's in my hood. I need to make sure everything is good." I was like, yo, let's get into some music, man. Royal Flush is here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play this record right here. You know what I'm gonna play? I remember when I heard this shit when I used to work for my uncle at Harlem Music Hut. Phil, I used to do all the inserts, and I remember I was doing a Clue tape, and that's the first time I heard this record and Blood Money. Like, I don't know if they was on the same vinyl.
It was on the same mixtape.
They was?
No, I mean, our song was on that same Clue mixtape.
Yeah, it was like back to back.
Yeah.
And I forgot what mixtape it was, but that's the first time I heard Royal. I was like, yo, this shit is fire. I just got hip to Nori, like who Nori was, because I didn't know who Nori was neither. And I was like, yo, I thought Nori was from Harlem because he was doing freestyles with like Cam and them.
Yeah, he was.
So I thought he was from Harlem. Then I found out he from Queens. And then, yo, this is my shit right here, man. Royal Flush is here. We're going to come right back. Yes. World. I don't say New York City because I'm bigger than New York City. You can hear me all over the world. You can hear me in Uganda. You can hear me in Australia. You can hear me in Afghanistan. You can hear me in Israel, everywhere. The governor is in the building, man.
3, 2, 1.
Royal Flush, what's up, bro?
Ain't nothing boss talk, baby.
Still here, chopping it up, still being a real one, and I love that shit, man. Let me ask you, right?
Right.
Did you know that there was another Royal Flush from the South signed to Rap-A-Lot Records?
Yeah.
But old.
Definitely. I mean, I knew about them because when I first got the name and I wanted to get it, you know what I mean, so make sure it's registered to me. They didn't have it in ASCAP. It wasn't registered, so that's why I was able to like take the name. But yeah, I came into that when they was going through the name process.
Is Royal Flush because you from Flushing? Is that what the Flush is part of?
Yeah.
I always want to ask that too.
I mean, the Flush part came from, you know, me being from Flushing, but my pops and all of us from Queensbridge, and so I used to be in Queensbridge a lot with the family, and my name is Ramel, but you know, going to the projects, there's probably like 12 of us. So the way people knew when I was coming, oh, that's Ramel from Flushing, so they just started calling me Flush. Yeah.
And it made sense, Royal Flush.
Yeah. I mean, the Royal came, that came something.
I got royalty tatted on my neck, but that's because I'm a Leo.
Oh, that counts. That counts.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This amazes me, right? Flushing, Queens. How you went from doing songs with like Nori, Pete Rock, to Twister, BG, Mac 10, Whispers. Like, Tell me about that.
It was a point in time when like a lot of people was doing albums, and I was like the real. If you did like a song about drug dealing and you wanted to call a boss, so a lot of people would call me to like finish up the album for us, like Old Dirty Bastard when he was signed to the Rock. You know what I mean? Me and Big L, me and Pun. You know what I mean? I did songs with so many goddamn Guru, Prodigy, Sean Price.
Damn, Sean Price.
Yes,
Sean Price.
yes, shit.
Different.
And everybody just vibe with me. And a lot of times I didn't do the song, like even the song with like Mac 10 and everybody like that. Like Mac 10, fly me out. Like let's shake, let's hand, let's go get something to eat. So everybody I did a song with, I don't know if I was just at a point where a nigga just wanted to call me because you felt like a boss. Or I want to do a song with Flush, so I'm gonna call him out, get him a flight, we're gonna go out to eat, and then we do the song. So I think a lot of people just like the way I presented myself. So a lot of people call on me for that.
Do you like the West Coast vibes? Like,
Yeah.
could you live out there?
I mean, I could live anywhere, but I'm New York is me. I can't go nowhere. I can't even go too far in Jersey. Like I'm so New York.
It's like every time I see you, like in this fucking great mood, and that's not a bad thing. You're always in a great mood. At what point did you reach the level of peace where you could just like every time I see you, you in a good mood? There's a lot of people aren't like that. Like sometimes you catch a motherfucker happy, sometimes you know what I'm saying. Sometimes and every time I see you, it's always good spirits, and you could tell when somebody's really in a good mood and having a good spirit than versus a fake smile.
I mean, I never settle, so I think I'm always looking for more in life. Like how I live is comfortable. You know what I mean? Where I'm at 6,000. You know what I mean? Month rent. In my building, I'm looking at the city all day. You know what I'm saying? I look at water. I make myself comfortable. I put myself in standards where I can hang with. You know what I mean? I never make myself go out my means. I always try to make whatever I'm doing comfortable for me. So I'm always gonna smile. I'm never in a dull moment. Only time I got a dull moment if one of my niggas die. Besides that, I'm good.
How you adapting to this streaming era, being that you come from the record sale era, like, and you still dropping music and what you just told me too, like how you adapting to it?
I think as far as that, I think the new generation with that streaming shit, it's about to bite them in the ass. That sooner or later they're gonna realize they're being cheated. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's adapting to it now. It look good, but I don't think it's something gonna last. It's something that's gonna blow over real quick. So I mean, it is what it is for now.
I mean, they know they're getting robbed because Snoop Dogg announced it.
Oh, he did? Yeah.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg said, with streaming, where's the money going? Because I think they said you got to get like, what, 100 million streams to get 20 bands or some shit like that?
Yeah. I mean, I know on YouTube I got to get like 5 million followers to get maybe like 7,500. And what the fuck? Like, I got 5 million followers. I'm only getting $7,000. Something's missing. Cause that's fucking 5 million people that listen to whatever the fuck you did and had to click a button. Somebody's generating that money. But I mean, it's gonna hurt them now. But sooner or later, though, I mean, it's good now. But sooner or later, it's gonna hurt them. They're gonna see it.
All right, let me take it back real fast, right? Tell me about Blunt Records. Like, how did you get on Blunt Records? Because I know they had Mike Geronimo. I know Irv Gotti was working over there. How did Irv Gotti sign you?
No.
Okay.
I mean, when Mike and Irv was over there first, then, you know, and that was probably like 93, 94. And then, but Mike Geronimo's from my neighborhood.
Okay.
So when he started messing with Irv one day, you know what I mean, I went and seen him, and he was at the store, and he said he had a show or whatever, so he told me to come through, and he didn't really have no hype man. So I said, fuck it, I get on stage with you know what I mean? Fuck it, I'm gonna put the streets down for a minute, no hustling. And I went to the show and I got on stage, but when I got on stage, my character, my performance, his A&R, his label, everybody was there. They was like, Mike, who is that? And then once Mike said it was me, he had to go on a promo tour, and I think they was like, you know, bring me. And that was it. I was gone.
And then they signed you?
Nah, they didn't sign me then. So boom, we went on a promo tour. Mike Geronimo dropped his album. Mike Geronimo's killing him. Like people don't realize, like, Like even before Nas and all that shit, like Mike was fucking the sex and Mike was everything. Mike was everything. The hottest nigga out. So now we on tour with Mike's album, but before we went on tour, I went and did like a little song, a song called "Moving on Your Week" production, and it was just so dope. But we just, the label, Mike threw it, and then he left with one of the A&Rs, and one of the college radios at A&R took the song I did and started playing it. So now we on tour, we get to like Virginia, now we get to North Carolina, now Mike, TBT, and Blunt Records, the A&R, Vera, she flies out to, I think we just got to Atlanta maybe. Atlanta. We just got out to Atlanta, and she comes and she got a check for me. I'm like, but I don't know. She's like, nah, we just want to give you like a 3-song signing, whatever. But I didn't know that in New York, that song was crazy. Def Jam was looking for me. Fucking Sony was looking for me. They wanted to know who the fuck is this new artist that sound like Nas or whatever the fuck they were saying. And they was all looking for me, but the label came down and signed me like that. So they kind of tricked me. They got me.
TBT.
TBT got me. I didn't know I was hot. It was mad A&Rs. In the scope, like the layout when we came back to see how the song was doing on college radio, Stretch and Ball Beat on. It was like every label wanted me, and I didn't know that because me and Mike was on tour. But that label came down, gave me a nice little $20,000 check for no fucking reason, and I just took it. I thought they was doing that because I was on tour with Mike, but it was part of the contract.
And you gave them a project? You gave them 3 songs?
Nah, I mean, once I came back, it was a bigger contract.
Okay.
But that was just to come and just lock me in or whatever. Then once I got back, then we did the song that I used the Jay-Z shit. I forgot what that shit was. Oh no, the Nas shit. No, it was Rotten Apple. So we did the Rotten Apple shit. We couldn't clear it. And then they gave me the whole contract. You know what I mean? When they signed me, they gave me like $40,000. But then I went in my pocket and had like $47,000. So I just told them, keep it. Just make sure I get all my money from my sales.
Who's Royal Flush's favorite rapper? Like who you be like, yo, nah, this is my favorite rapper?
Damn. I mean, it would have to go with era, because it was a time like, it was a time G-Rap was, it was a time Nas was. You know what I'm saying? It was a time Jadakiss was. You know what I'm saying? So it would have to be in what, it was a time a couple people was, but you know what I mean? I guess whatever's going on, my thing is like, because I loved DMX at one point, you know what I mean? When I was fucking with Urban Mike, I was in the studio with DMX while he was doing that first album, and I ain't never heard nobody rap like that in my life. Word. First time I met DMX, me and Mike Geronimo, we go to the studio, he's doing a song called Time to Build. And I think the nigga DMX said, I'm the reason my little sister smoking crack now. I said, oh my God, he can say that? He can say that? So when I heard somebody rap like that, I was like, wow, that's fucking amazing, man. So, that's just what it is, man.
It depends on era.
Yeah, it depends on era.
I remember I was on 145th and Broadway buying sneakers with my mom, and I remember buying a tape of DMX. He had recorded the Dark as Hell is Hot album, and he made a bunch of copies of the tape. This was before Def Jam signed him and made him go back to the studio and re-record them. It was all the same exact songs.
I was there.
It was
I was there for the pre-recording when him and Herb did all the pre-recording.
Yeah. So I remember buying that, and he convinced me because he had so many tapes. And back in the day, they used to have the tapes in the Maxell box, and you'll just see the name, and he had boxes of that shit. And people knew who he was in Harlem. And I brought the tape off him for $10, and I took it to Brooklyn. I was living in Brooklyn at the time. I took it and let my friends hear it. They ain't understand it because they were still so hooked on Big and Jay. They was like, who is this kid? That's the first time they heard niggas done started something. All that. You know what I'm saying? That
album was crazy.
Yeah, shout to Dame Grease too. That's my guy.
Definitely.
I'm waiting for Grease to come to New York so he could come up. We talked about the Blunt Records, right? Oh yeah. Right. Well, you answered this question, but I'm gonna ask you again. At what point where you said, yo, I'm gonna leave the streets alone and take this music shit serious? Was it that check?
No, hell no. That wasn't enough money. I had that money in my pocket, so I was trying to let them know, like, fuck that. No, hell no. I guess that's I think in my life, man, my failure is that I gave two things 50 and not one thing 100%. I think I gave music 50 and I gave hustling 50. So I never gave 100%. So that's where probably my career ain't go as far as it did. So once I caught the little cancer situation, man, I had to like put 100% to something. And then God said, you know what? Ghetto Billionaire. So the new album, my nigga, that's it. That's my pain, that's my time, that's my glory.
Tell me about the Ghetto Billionaire. If y'all don't know, Ghetto Millionaire came out in '97. That was a debut album. Now, we're at Ghetto Billionaire now. Tell us about that.
I mean, further, I heard Jim say this, but I've been had this. He's $1 million ain't shit no more. $1 million ain't, you can't do nothing. $1 million, you go broke in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so Ghetto Billionaire, my title, even with the first album, wasn't about me having $1 million. It was just like, before I was a governor, I was the person that made sure all the kids had enough money to join the soccer teams or join the football teams, or if there was a basketball tournament, I brought the jerseys. If there was a block party, I paid for the whole shit. So that's what made me a Ghetto Millionaire. So now Ghetto Billionaire is just like, I'm happy to be alive. Like, God gave me a second chance, and while I'm here, I just got something to tell y'all. And the album's crazy because I got like RJ Payne on it, I got the Locks on it, I got Vado on it, I got Great God on it, I got Lord Banks on it, I got beats from Scram Jones, Static Selector, Pete Rock, Large Professor. I mean,
the album's done. It's not done yet.
I mean, yeah, I'm doing 16 songs, but I'm about like 10 done.
I'm trying to get on there. I'm trying to.
I mean, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I got 10 done. 10
telling y'all, oh man,
10 done. And to the producers out there, I got a lot of other features that, I would love to like bring you aboard. Like Fat Joe want to do something, so if a producer give me something nice, man, at this point I'll send it to whatever artist, because I'm doing my dream album, so nobody's saying no.
You know what this album is sounding like? Just like the roster, not the sound, but the roster is giving me like Hard Knock Life Volume 2. You know how, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like that type of powerful album, and there's like, every song was like, damn.
Nah, and it's there, just like that. So every artist I handpicked, you know what I mean? And I got it right. And every artist that's on there, Royal Flush match that energy. So y'all gonna love it. So whoever's your favorite artist on there, RJ Payne, it don't matter, Vado.
You got all the Barbarians on there, though.
Oh my God, yeah, definitely.
Vado, RJ Payne,
I mean,
Locks.
I'm waiting for Street to send his shit. I mean, Lord Banks went crazy too.
Banks.
Yeah, I mean.
Shout to Banks too. He just celebrated, I think, the 20th anniversary of his album.
Definitely.
So shout to Banks. You a hero and you are God sent. Tell us about beating cancer, like, because people, you know what it is, we got to talk about that more, because all people want to talk about is fucking bitches, getting jewelry, go clubbing, partying, let's smoke, let's get high. Nobody's really schooling nobody on health. Like, I just literally went to the doctor 2 weeks ago to do my yearly checkup, because I'm 42. Like, I can't play like that, you know what I mean? I want to be there for my kids, like, you know what I'm saying? And people don't take health serious anymore. So tell me about that, because I know 180 tumors and all that shit. I was like, yo, this is God's son right here.
Yeah, I mean, my situation, what came with it, when a lot of people came to me and I knew people, they'd be like, yo, guess who got cancer? And then by the time I seen them, they look damn near dead. You know what I mean? Oh, you heard somebody got cancer, or they got a week left, or they in the hospital, they got cancer. So when I started like investigating on what was wrong, it was like a lot of parents, they wouldn't tell nobody. Everybody that had it, they didn't want to put that burden on nobody. And I'm like, that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching, so I'm going through documentaries and shit, and they like, damn, you just see they don't tell nobody. Now they in the hospital, and they got a week to live. So once I found out, I said, once the doctor said, yo, listen, man, it's not looking good. And then I went home and started watching that shit, and I said, I gotta do the opposite. So the first 2 days while I'm sitting there, because once they found out what happened to me, it was no go back home, really not. I had to be admitted. We gotta go straight to double chemo and radiation, same day. So they was more scared of that. So I had to sign like a contract, because if I die, they don't want to be responsible. So boom, once we did the first chemo, Then I'm sitting there and I'm talking to her. And she's saying I got, such and live. So I'm looking why people die. I'm like, boom, boom. So when I did the research, I was like, I want the world to fight this shit. Y'all niggas gonna get the fuck up and fight with me, everybody. And I just sat there and I got on the internet and I said, day 1, day 2, day 3.
Oh, I saw it. I was following the journey.
Yeah.
I was following the journey.
And then, even with the GoFundMe, I didn't want to do that shit. But the GoFundMe wasn't about money. It was for a person to be like, I got paid $100 this week and I sent you 30. And I'm like, damn, word, you sent me $30.
I donated to the GoFundMe too, man.
But
God bless.
It was
It was only
shit.
right. It was for the cause.
It was that, and then watching Fat Joe call me and 50 Cent call me and Busta Rhymes call me. To see that love, my nigga, yeah, I got that. I mean, but at the end of that, to leave the cancer alone, I got chronic cancer. It's in my blood, so it doesn't go nowhere. I got it for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? But me not having to do no more radiation and chemo for right now is cool. You know what I mean?
God bless you, man.
To end the story is like, I could wake up tomorrow and the tumors could just say fucking and catch a bad reaction and I'm out of here. But I got it under control for now, so let's have fun and get down.
For good. We're not going to say for now.
Right,
for
right.
good.
For good.
For good. That's dope because people don't really, they don't really tap into that. They don't really, OGs and legends and all that people look up to. Your word is gold to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So, spreading that word is golden. And there's nothing wrong with GoFundMe. And I'm going to tell you this. I always say this about people be like, I don't want to do GoFundMe. White people, rich billionaires do GoFundMe in different ways.
Yes.
They don't do GoFundMe. They straight go begging investors. You know what I'm saying? A GoFundMe is for a good cause. They talking about, you give me 50 million, you give me 100 million. That's the same thing. So why they could do it and it gets praised, and if we do it, we're begging.
I mean, my GoFundMe, I think, good. I appreciate everybody. I think it made like 40,000, but my hospital bills was $500,000.
700K, right, or something like that.
7. But I mean, like I said, so now that mine is chronic, I got to go back to the hospital every month and do a PET scan. I got to still take 20 fucking pills a day because it's still chronic. So whether the GoFundMe still in, nobody still put, I still got to pay these bills. Them shits don't go nowhere. So I got to be happy and get to that bag.
The rent $6K. That shit ain't nothing. Man, my shit too, and I'm dying. I'm stabbing myself every day.
And niggas know me. The car drive come out next year.
Yo, God bless you. I got one more question before I get into this game. I got called Facts or Cap.
Right.
Play with everybody. Tell me about how the Ice Down Medallion song came, and tell me about that studio session because I love studio sessions. Though that be like the most interesting shit.
Now that song was very interesting because if y'all don't know Capone from CNN, that's my first cousin. That's my
really
that's we grew up together. We used to share the same clothes. Before me and him rap, we used to DJ. Me and him was a group DJing and shit like that.
Fire.
So boom, so he's doing that. I'm with Mike Geronimo. He's with I guess he's with Trash. They doing their shit. They on Penalty or whatever, and I'm right around the corner at Blunt TVT. So Capone doing something, they working on an album now. Capone get locked up. So he get locked up, I'm doing the album, LP's doing the album too. So LP called me, go, yo, I got a beat.
Easy LP?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he got a beat. So when he played this beat, he said, bang, bang, bang. So, oh my God, that is so New York. That's Ice Down Medallion, that's crazy. So he said, do you know the kid Nori? And I was like, I do know Nori, he's from Left Right, but we shoot at each other a lot. We're really not friends. Like, my crew go to the same high school, John Bound and his crew, you know what I mean? And a couple of my niggas got hit, and, vice versa. But, so me and him wasn't really on good terms. So, but he said, I really need him on it. So boom, so Capone called me. I say, yo, I need Nori on something. So, boom, so he said, all right, cool. So he gave me the number. So now I call Nori. I go, what up? And I go, what up? Why you calling? I said, I said, I need a song. He know we both rappers, so it ain't like it's love lost. So I said, I need you on something. So he said, I'm in the studio tonight. So I said, all right, cool. So now me, I'm like, damn, I got like 20 niggas with me. Should I go with my hammer? So I said, you know what? I ain't going with nobody, nigga. Like, I'm gonna wear my jewelry and I'm gonna go. So when I went to the studio, it's like 20 of them niggas and it's just me. And I walk in and we just showed each other love. He was doing Blood Money at the time. The beat was, I mean, that's who did the beat too. You know what I mean? So that's how that worked out.
It makes sense. I'm about saying the Clue tape, Blood Money.
Like,
Oh,
right.
history. Hear this story. This shit.
So I walk in there, I got my sit on and gave me a hug. All his niggas knew who I was. And they just, I guess there was more like the nigga came out. You know what I mean?
By yourself too. You
By
gotta respect
yourself.
something like that.
By yourself. So it came.
And you gotta be careful for some shit like that.
Yeah.
Motherfucker come by himself. Now lock the door.
Lock the door.
Yeah.
Somebody
He
downstairs
came by him.
waiting, yeah.
He came by himself. No, not even somebody. He might wow this shit up in here.
By
Burn
himself.
this shit in here.
By itself. Nah, but it was just like all love. So like maybe a week later I called and said, I'm going to the studio to do Ice Down Medallions. And he came through, did the hook. And then after that I had like one of my birthday parties at my house and all 20 of his niggas came, all 20 of my niggas was there. And we kind of like squashed that whole beef. That was
Yo, in the
dope.
video, you look super up, and he looked like he just
Started
like
coming up.
Yeah, like you had the chain on, like you had the sweater on. Like, I was like, damn, I remember that video.
Yeah.
Wait, did I see that video on the box? Was it on the box?
Box first, you know that. Oh, box. That's the first. That was my first checks. They used to give you a little money like then.
The box. Oh, because people had to pay to watch it.
Yeah, so yeah, it was part of your contract.
Oh, the
Or
box.
the box looked out. That's why they got rid of that.
Yo, I'm gonna play one song and then we're gonna come back. Facts or cap. You know how I do.
Right.
You know how I play. I don't. Let's go. Yeah, you already know what it is, baby. Grind Season Radio every Thursday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, exclusively on the BX Boys radio app. The governor of Queens, the legend, is still here, and we're going to get into facts or cap.
That part.
This right here, this the one. This the one where I get offended sometimes. I be setting myself up. I be setting myself up to get offended.
On purpose, right?
Yeah, cause I be knowing the answers, and I still ask the question. I gotta stop doing that. Like, I stop doing
No,
it.
no, that makes it interesting. Nah, keep that.
So pretty much it's self-explanatory. I blurt out the statement, and you say facts or cap. Simple. The first one: the Earth is flat. Facts or cap?
Cap.
Diddy is bisexual.
Facts.
The Bronx is the dirtiest borough.
Cap.
What's a dirtier borough than the Bronx? Just
I mean, you know, I done lived in the Bronx. I got like a little crib right there in Missoula right there. So I'm from the Bronx. I mean, there's certain parts of every neighborhood that's bad, but where I live is good.
Okay. Nas is better than Jay-Z.
Facts.
Ooh.
Facts.
Today's club scene is overrated.
Facts.
DJ Premier is a better producer than Pete Rock.
Plead the fifth. I can't plead the fifth. That you know that.
Nah. And this ain't drink champs. We can't take shots.
Nah. Damn. Facts.
All right. Home cooked food tastes better than restaurant food.
Cat. It all depends who's cooking it.
Right. Okay. Oh, ready for this one? Queens breeds the best rappers in New York City.
Facts.
A muscle car is better than a luxury car.
Cat.
And the final one. New York has the music scene in a chokehold right now.
Cat.
Royal Flush, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, Flush, give out your information. Thank you for coming out. You know how much this means to me. Like,
Thank you. Nah, definitely, man. You know, Royal Flush is real_Royal Flush on Instagram. I mean, besides dealing with social media, it's not hard to find me. You'll go on there. You know, I got management. There's numbers you can call or contact me. Right now, I'm doing features before the album come out. I got a new clothing line I just launched, Queens Country Club, golf clothing line, where I'm giving out like Queens, because I'm the governor of Queens, so I want people to wear that fly shit. It ain't got to be welcome to the project.
And they got to look good and smell good.
Yeah. You can wear this shit to a bar mitzvah or a wedding. I'm doing that type of shit, like luxury queen shit. So definitely check that out. I mean, I'm everywhere, man, but everybody, all my fans, all the supporters, everybody that been with me fighting through this cancer shit and just watching me elevate, I appreciate y'all if I ain't never told y'all, and thank y'all. And I've been messing with you. Like, you my brother, and thank you for having me.
You know that. I tell you, every time I see you, like, you just be showing me level 10 love. And tell them one more time about the album.
Album coming out, Ghetto Billionaire.
Features on. Tell them this stacked album, because this is, you know what I mean?
All right, so we started with producers. We got Scram Jones, we got Static Selector, we got Large Professor, we have Pete Rock, we have Premier, we have Vinny Idol.
Oh.
We have
Scram Jones.
Yeah, Scram Jones. We have Young Bangers. The album's crazy. Oh my God, I'm sorry, because the main person on the album is Cartoon Beats. And he did Lord Banks' new album. He did all the tracks, almost all the tracks on. He's like one of my top producers that mess with me right now. That's holding me down. Cartoon Beats. And like I said, I'm 10 songs in. I still got 6 more to do. So I'm definitely looking for producers. But it might only be 4 because I might leave out of here with 2 tooken. But thank y'all.
You already know. Royal Flush, ladies and gentlemen. Governor of Queens, baby. No little medallions outside. Grind Season Radio, baby. We'll be back.